We're back.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Aisha Praught-Leer with Eric Jenkins, and we are back for another week of the Off the Rails podcast. Today we are recording. It is Sunday, March 22nd. World Indoors just finished. We are fired up, torqued up, one may say.
Fucking
How we doing,
torqued
Eric?
up, Aisha. You described it great. Yeah, fresh. I mean, fresh off World Indoors. What a couple fantastic days of racing. Really,
Incredible
really
meet.
great outings. Yeah.
Very fun, very chaotic. I feel like I haven't seen a championship like this there were some obvious and predictable wins, but a lot happened. A lot happened this weekend.
Yeah, where do you want to start? Where's your head at?
Okay, let's go from what we just saw. Let's go today and then yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just watched the 800s, which were incredible.
I mean, unbelievable. Like Cooper Lutkenhaus, man. Like what his first. This was his first World Championship final that he made, and he dominated. I mean, my God, this guy has really turned the corner in terms of his racing. You know, this it seems like, obviously burst onto the scene in the outdoor season, but just this whole indoor season has raced like a veteran and has kind of been unstoppable. And he capped it off with a world title at 17 years old. I think they announced that he was the youngest person to ever win, as far as track and field goes, youngest world champion ever, or indoor worlds ever. I mean, one of those two. Unbelievable race by one. He was 144 for the win. Unreal.
He was. Yeah, I'm already having technological issues over here. I got to go back to the phone.
Like, here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
2
minutes
go
in.
back to the phone. 2 minutes in. We haven't even made it 2 minutes. But what's incredible to me is 17 years old. Like we are saying it and it kind of like, oh yeah, like, wow, he's 17. He is 17 years old racing the best men in the world. Yeah. 144.24 for the win. And it's not like, oh yeah, it's a weak time for the 800. No, we're talking about the last few years. The world record has been threatened, which we didn't suspect would fall anytime soon. Just incredible racing. What I loved watching Cooper is how many decisive moves he made in the race. And I wonder if his age gives him the ability to do all of these shifts that you wouldn't be able to do when you're maybe an older athlete. I find it fascinating. You can kind of watch him like almost bear down a little bit. It's like he decides to make it. He has like a little bit of a tell when he's going to make a move. And he accelerated several times in the race to get better position, to kick again, to hold the line after he had passed Creston. It was awesome. Like his ability to shift, to navigate a field. He's not a small guy either. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, he's the gears are all right there for him.
Yeah.
He moves really well. His top end speed is just crazy. I mean, I think I saw him he ran like a 21.2 200 in one of his last workouts going into Worlds. So his top end speed is ridiculous. He's got the wheels, and if he can, this is some unbelievable momentum he's got leading into outdoor season. So 144 running faster and faster every time out there, getting more comfortable racing against the pros in the on that world class elite level. So what more could you of this guy wanted from an indoor season? Takes down everybody, won all of his races, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Dominated. So incredibly fun. And these other 800 guys, 'cause again, the world world indoors is big, but it looks a lot different than outdoors, right? There's no one, there's not a lot of, the competition's good, but it's not an outdoor world final, all those guys are watching that like, man, this guy,
he's real.
Yes, he can run fast, and yeah, he's got potential, but he's here to stay, and he's racing unbelievably well right now. So I can't wait for the future for that guy. So that was the men's 8.
The women's 8 was fantastic.
Yeah.
Keely,
I mean, the gap that Keely opened up in this race, against, I mean, the silver medalist, Audrey Vero, and then the American Addie Wiley ended up getting the bronze, but Keely was miles ahead of them just in her own race out there, and she's in another, just like Cooper, she's in a whole different type of form right now.
I want to bring something up because I think it's good for our listeners to hear the discourse around Keely and her like body comp. Like you want to talk
Keely's body?
Yeah,
okay.
we're gonna talk about the performance in a minute, but
okay.
But I just think this is really cool. So I saw this maybe a couple of weeks ago after she'd come out and run 154, and it was widely talked about in Kenyan media how, like, quote unquote, concerning Keely's weight gain is. And
really,
yes.
Wait, this is like front page news in the Kenyan New York Times.
Like Kenyan media is like picking up that like Keely's body comp has changed.
That's wild.
Yeah, Keely's coach Jenny Meadows and Keely come out and talk about it, and I wanted to share Jenny's comment that her quote is, "Seen dubious comments that Keely put 6 kg body mass on." Context: in Paris 24, she lost 3 kg, so increase only 3 kg to prior. At lower mass, she got injured. Let's applaud a young woman who puts health first, is growing into her adult body, and doesn't get fixated on unstable numbers.
Hold on. I like describing Keely, just saying lower mass. Like, oh, lower mass. That's how you would describe like a star, a planet. Lower mass. Yeah. It's crazy. First off, it's insane, the obsession. And it does seem like, obviously, this, when we were competing, this was a common, weight was an obsession. Always was. It seemed like we've been making the right steps towards, obviously, you're not going to be able to get completely away from the fact that the power to weight ratio is a thing, but moving towards a more healthy understanding that a lower weight's not the end all be all. And if you want to play that game, it's probably going to come back and bite you and be a negative, right? On your health, right. on in the injuries, all in performance, all that. But this type of, like, where are they even getting it's like the numbers of, obviously your coach, whatever, but being like, oh, just nitpicking off of appearance is an absolute, especially with how well Keely's running.
With how well she's running. Like, she's like slamming the door on everybody. It's incredible. But I appreciated and respected the response from both Jenny and Keely of like, yeah, I like, and from Keely's side, it's like, yeah, I got really hurt.
Oh, so Keely addressed the mask question.
The mask question. Yeah. And
what'd she say? Yeah, what'd she say?
Well, she says that she has taken up cycling, which we love to see. She had a hamstring tear in May last year. She just said she wants to change things up, get outside, change training. She bought a bike. She's on Zwift. Like, she addresses like the training aspect of like, yeah, she's been doing things differently. But I just think it's like a lesson for a lot of female athletes that like fuck them. If they're if people are gonna like talk about your body, I love that coach speaks up and says like health first. That's huge. And also that like Keely's like, yeah, I'm like I'm cycling.
Keely's just saying it's muscle
life.
mass.
Yeah. And like that's like it's like a conscious decision. Like health first. Like gotta put on some muscle, gotta prepare to like try to run the fucking world record. And like that is to me way cooler than like, oh yeah, like I gotta get down to whatever weight I was at the Olympics. But like for her to be running this well and running better than ever in a healthier for her body, I just think it's a good lesson for all that, you know, when you see people on the internet talking like, oh yeah, thinner isn't always faster. It's like, well, here is actually like case in point, like at the very top. So if it can work for Keely, it can work for you. Like health first always. Like a healthy runner with 2 hamstrings is way better than a not so healthy runner with 1 hamstring. Like it is, I don't know. I just thought that was a cool sort of clap back from the coach, and an interesting context on what goes on to build an athlete like this.
It's also a great, what a good role model for young women and girls in the sport to see that, you know, the best ever and one of the most popular athletes right now is healthy and is not, you know, starving themselves for this ridiculous quest to be at what you think that your lowest number could be for race weight. So shout out. It's
we
just
love
wild.
A role model.
You love a good positive role model, and I mean, it's got to get my hands on that Kenyan Times article. It's ridiculous. What?
Isn't that such a joke? Yeah. But I mean, incredible day. Like, what did she run? 155 low.
The whole MLS, yes, I think 155.3, I believe.
Jesus, 155.3, and as if like it looked like a 158. Like she made it look so easy, and there was a lot of chaos behind her. Like Audrey Vero comes down and slams Getachew, like this diminutive Ethiopian, almost like knocks her off the track, but you know she's closing in. There's so much happening behind Keely, but like it's such an amazing sight to see someone just so unbothered, running 155 low, so strong, like form perfect, never breaking down, like having, like we're witnessing a historic moment. It's amazing.
I would love to see her get that outdoor world record.
God, me too.
It's what we've talked about before. Is it it's something insane, like 150.
Tell me what you think about, should she do it with a male pacer?
Ooh. Does that count?
No.
It doesn't count. Then no, she shouldn't.
The world record is 153.28.
Yeah. I mean, that's absolutely in her wheelhouse right now. With how she looks, I think that's obviously it's stood for so long because of how impressive it is. But I mean, there's nothing that you certainly wouldn't say she couldn't do it based off how she looks. No, she couldn't.
42-year-old.
Yeah, 42-year-old record.
I mean, what if she takes a few cracks and doesn't get it? What if it's she takes a few cracks, doesn't get it, and then what if they do like a Faith Kipyegon situation?
Well, the Faith Kipyegon situation, the breaking 4 is
it's pretty sexy.
It's just the sound of it is sexy, but also I don't think Faith really had a shot at breaking 4. I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. I think Keely has a real shot at the world record. And if she thinks she's got a real shot at it, she's like, I would rather, I want to get it. I want to get it. I want to, have that ratified world record
and have the record. Yeah.
You could with Keely's like star power, and she's a Nike athlete. You could see Nike would be like, let's just skip 153 and let's just go breaking 150, right? Let's go. That's kind of the equivalent of what.
Yeah, you're right.
What they were doing. Actually, it could even be like fat. They're like breaking 149. They're like, then sure.
Shatter every high school boy's heart.
Exactly. Now you can get the male pacers involved, but also Keely's got there's that whole M11 group. I mean, we'll talk about it in a sec, but I mean, Georgia Hunter Bell is absolutely crushing it right now too. She can drag you through some ridiculous pace through the beginning. Actually, she's probably going to want to be in that breaking 150. She's like, I think I could maybe do it too. But that we've talked about before, like when you get to these paces for world records, finding people fit enough and talented enough to bring you through at the pace you want, long enough. Because if you're Keely and you want to run that world record, I mean, what you want to get brought through, like 500 would be great.
Yeah, well, you want to come through 600. I mean,
600. Like nobody. You never see a
600.
You never see a pacer bring it through 6, right? At that like that's 400 is like the standard.
Yeah.
You're going at least 4, but you need to come through something ridiculously fast. I don't know if anybody that could hold on through 6 is gonna be in the race.
It's gonna want to be in the race. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what would be the. I need to look at some splits.
What would
what would you want to come through 600?
Yeah.
153.28. Oh boy, now I'm doing math.
Yeah, now you got the calculator out.
I do. So 60 plus 53 plus what did I say? 28. A 0.28.
I don't know what you did. What you said. Yeah, we'll say 0.28.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, so we're gonna divide that by 4. 28.3 for the 200.
Twos.
So,
we need to come through and like sub
600 and 124.96 if you wanted to even split up, but you want to come through a little faster than that.
Yeah, really insanely.
So you want to come through it like, what do you want to come through? I don't know.
Me personally, I want money in the bank, right? I don't want to. I don't want to get to. I want money in the bank right from the jump. 400. I want to be. You got to be under like 56.
Like she came through 56 today.
Yeah, so you want to be like 54.
No, that's too fast. Well, actually, maybe it's not too fast
for 153. And also, like these 800s, you're usually positive splitting it, right? It's not for the most part. You're not negative splitting an 8, so you're going to want to come through.
You want to come through in like 55.
Maybe fine. Like we'll figure it out later, and we'll see.
But yeah,
we'll see what the Kenyan time. We'll see what the Kenyan Times say, and what they think. You're gonna need to come through ridiculously fast, one way or another.
You're gonna come through really fast. And I'm thinking of the other 800 meter runners that would be up to it, and that's a tall ask.
It's a very tall ask. But this is the year to do it. World Ultimates. There's no World Championships. The outdoor season's kind of wide open. I think she's going to definitely take some legit shots at that world record.
It's extremely exciting.
Ridiculously exciting. The 1500s were today.
Ooh, yeah. The women's 15 was such a great
probably
race.
one of the best. I was going to say the race of the day, and then I'm like, well, the 800s were ridiculous too. So I'm not going to, but man, that women's 15, very fun, super fast. From the gun, 3:58 for the win. Georgia Hunter Bell, gold medal. What a fantastic performance by her. looked really good. Jess Hull, great bounce back after that 3,000 meters.
Back after 3K. Yep.
To nab the silver medal. And then Nikki Hiltz, always in the mix, gets the bronze. Big race for them. So that it was a incredibly fun race to watch.
And this race was interesting. Berke Hailem from Ethiopia goes out so hard. Hard.
She gooed off the shit out of it.
She gooed off the shit out of it. She absolutely, I'm watching this like, why are you taking notes from your girl Gudoff?
Yeah. The ghost of Gudoff Sagai was in there. And made it a fantastically entertaining race.
Very entertaining. But the field just lets her go. They just completely let her go. Jess Hull leads for, quite a bit. Georgia Hunter-Bell comes and takes over. And the two of them are really out of trouble for the most part, for the majority of the race. Now, I'm watching the beginning of the race and watching Nikki, and I start to panic. Like, oh no.
Nikki was a bit back.
And ran in lane 2 for a lot of the time. And I'm just thinking like, oh gosh, like get, like slide up, find the rail. But they timed it perfectly to nab that bronze. I mean, it was like the last 4 steps of their clothes got them the bronze medal. It was a lean against Guillemot from France. 3:59.68 to 3:59.71 was the margin for bronze.
Yeah, incredibly close. I was surprised, and it was amazing that the athletes had the wherewithal to let Berke Hailem, the ghost of Gudoff, go.
Right.
They really understood at that pace. They're like, okay, there's no way they can keep this. They're going to come back. Because it's like, look, if you're Jess Hull, you've run so many fast races. Because it's like Jess was doing the pull, right? Like, Jess was, because from the gun, Jess gets out and makes it an honest race. And then Ghost of Gudoff.
Berke Hailem. Shoots herself out of a cannon.
Right? Like, okay, and then Jess goes, okay, this is unrealistic. Can't keep this up. You're going to come back. I know what a really fast, they're running insanely fast.
Yeah.
To go sub 4 indoors, that's very, very fast. Hard to do. You don't see a lot of athletes doing it. I mean, even Georgia Hunter-Bell, I think she ran.
Coming into this, it was only Georgia and Ellie that had gone sub 4.
And Georgia had run like 4. She's run a couple 15s this indoor season. She'd run like 4 flat to 401 like twice, right? And then she got under. Just cracked under. Yeah. So it's sub 4 for an indoor race, incredibly fast. But I was very impressed with how smart the athletes raced, and not, usually, because that's a very capable athlete that you go, I don't want to give them too much space. They could just run away from this right here. So to have the patience and to have the confidence to know, like, this is the right pace. Don't get sucked into that game plan. This is the right way to do it. It shows the level of experience in that women's 15.
And to underline your point, Berke Hailem's run 3:53 before 3:53.
Insanely fast.
Incredibly fast woman. But to have the wherewithal when it's not even tactical. Like, you're running in a very honest pace, and you have to take a look at the situation and make a decision. That's expert level tactical racing. No matter
when did they get Berke Hailem?
I don't remember.
It was honestly like the last lap, 400 to go, something like that.
I think it was 400 to go.
400 to go. I mean, they timed it really well.
Yeah.
But that M11 group, Georgia Hunter-Bell and Keely, that's quite a dynamic duo right there on the women's middle distance group.
Oh, absolutely. And
killing it.
And Georgia hasn't been on the scene, like, lest we forget, she had a full-time job just 2 years ago and was doing biathlon, cycling and running. But like she showed incredible prowess too. Like
Mhm.
it was Georgia who reeled them in, or
Yeah.
who reeled Berkay Heilemann. Georgia went around Jess and then very slowly and methodically reeled Berkay in. Like it was incredible prowess that makes it look like she's been racing her whole life on the track. Like she didn't miss a beat. You look at a lot of the races this weekend, and a lot of them were sloppy and people falling and crashing and smashing into each other, and like that is just that stuff happens when you're just a little rusty, when you haven't raced in a while, and or you haven't raced a championship style tactical race, because every race is a time trial. Like there are so many different factors that go into getting your shit together for a world indoors, which is very tight spaces. You have to have a lot of awareness, and it takes years and years and years of practice to get this right. And like whatever, I don't know if they're watching tape at M11, I don't know what they're doing, but they're fantastic racers in any scenario.
They're biking.
Yeah.
Big for people who this weekend for M11. It's big for people who like to bike as cross training.
Oh yeah, it's big.
Really huge.
It's
and
big.
Like you said, the women's races this weekend were aggressive.
Oh yeah.
They were getting handsy out there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe this is a good segue. We'll talk about the men's 15 in a second. Maybe this is a good segue to the women's 3K.
My God. I think Paul Swangard had the line of the weekend. I think he said it was akin to a women's roller derby. Something like that. I go, Paul, good line from Paul Swangard.
And he's exactly right. It was nuts. There was so much shoving.
Very really, off the jump, very slow.
Yeah.
And you got that's why it's when it's really slow, bunched up, you're going to get the pushing and shoving, athletes running into each other, trying to maintain your space. And
because nobody wants to miss a move.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to take a lead. Nobody wants to miss a move. Everybody wants to be in the exact right position, but not everybody can. That's just how it works. And the craziest part was Marta Garcia from Spain ends up elbowing and then shoving Jess Hull. Like kind of like drops a shoulder, like a you do well in a rugby situation. Like and I'm all for contact in racing. Like put a hand on somebody's back, get a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Make your presence known. That all good. Like I'm very not like DQ happy, but that was one of the first times that I thought like, oh, that's a DQ. Just absolutely bodies Jess Hull. Jess Hull then bodies Frewini Hailu, the previous world champion at 3K indoor.
Yeah.
Frewini Hailu hits the deck basically with her face, gets up, comes back, reattaches to the pack, ends up 6th. It was such a wild race, but Nadia Battocletti, who we were pissed didn't race World Cross, we take it back. No, we're not mad anymore. But Nadia Battocletti comes away with the win. Looking at the start line, I just wasn't sure who was going to beat Nadia. She's just so dominant at 5K, I guess 5K, 10K, but has, a really strong close as well. So being, a medalist at those distances is hard to beat. But kudos to Emily Mackay coming through for the silver medal.
Huge race.
Incredibly tactically savvy, gets, just works her way through the field and has a great close. And you're sort of watching the battle of attrition, like as the pace ramps up and each lap is getting squeezed, and you're losing somebody off the back every lap. Emily just did an incredible job at staying calm, staying focused, staying in it. And then similar situation coming down, in the last 50, and is able to pass Jess Hull for the silver.
Yeah, crushed it. What a and Emily's, she's kind of had she had a great indoors this last few weeks. Came on at the right time, peaked, especially leaving New Balance Boston. Right, it can be tough to change coaches, change groups. Big move across the country and immediately find success. And
it's rare.
It's rare, and she's managed to do it. And the way she looked that last 200, I mean, man, she's got wheels. We know that. She's an incredibly accomplished 1,500 meter runner in the past, but man, what a huge performance and weekend out of her for probably the biggest race of her career so far.
And to see it on this type of stage in this type of field, right? Like, you're talking Nadia Battocletti and Jess Hull. Jess Hull has 5 global medals?
Yeah, it's a very deep field.
Yeah, very deep field. So great to see that those skills developing on larger and larger stages.
Yeah, that was a fun race. The men's 3K. Should we go?
Sure. Yeah, let's talk about the men's 3K, and then we can go back to the men's 15.
Actually, let's talk about the men, because the men's 3K, men's 15, is not as fun for me as the men's 3K.
I agree.
Right? It's Mario Garcia from Spain. Now this guy's he's mainly known as an 800 guy, I thought.
Yeah, world indoor champion in
the 800. Wow, that's a cool stat. Beat out Isaac Nader for
Isaac Nader.
Okay, we've actually. I'm now getting a bit of a flashback to when we had this conversation, was it 7 days ago?
Yeah, but I was listening. I was really listening to the commentators because I wanted to say it right today.
Oh, okay, good for you. So it is Isaac Nader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is. I'm like, in America, you're Isaac.
Yeah. All right. So Isaac is second. Adam Spencer. I don't know this Australian fella.
Oh, Adam Spencer, the Aussie. He's trained. He was Wisconsin guy. I believe he's a.
Oh, really? Another Badger.
A Badger. I believe he's won an NCAA outdoor title in the 15. So very
for me not knowing Adam Spencer, I
very
guess.
accomplished, and the guys, NCAA guys that have come through the NCAA system tend to really do well at indoors with these types of races. They're used to racing indoors. They're used to racing a lot of tactical races, and that kind of Adam Spencer is a guy who's certainly no stranger to that type of race, this type of system, and great to see him.
Okay, I think I like him. I just looked at his Instagram, and he did a post to say he made the final, and he said, unlike at Badger men's basketball, we're surviving and advancing in March. World Champs final Sunday night. That's so good.
So he's kind of taking shots at
his alma mater.
Okay, interesting move.
That's fun.
It is fun. So yeah, great race for him. That the Australia middle distance on fire, deep, tough to make world teams for Australia in the 1500.
Yeah, on both men's and women's sides.
Oh, for sure. They're really firing
cooking
on all cylinders right now.
Nathan Green ran really, really well in the prelim and did well in the final. He was 6th. But yeah, I shout out again always to the Pals coaching milers. Good showing from Nathan Green, but I would
just
say
great experience.
I would say of all of the middle distance races, like the men's 15 got me a little less excited than others. I will say I don't like the Spanish speed suits.
What about the Spanish speed suits? Are you? Is it the cut? Like, what is it? You're not like a red and yellow fan.
It's the clash with the bottom bit. Like the top, like it looks like two different speed suits stitched together. So the top is like the red and yellow sort of like blended, and then the bottom is black with like bronzy, goldy geometric stripes. So the top is like it doesn't work for me. The top is like very organic, like bright colors, and then it's like the waistline comes up too much. It's like, for whatever reason, it's giving figure skating.
Okay.
And I just don't, it's not
and
for
we're
me.
over that, and that was a couple weeks ago.
That was a couple weeks ago. We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, so that's my complaint.
And I'm sure, because we have critiqued uniforms in the past, and people who have designed the uniforms have reached out and said we are trying our best over here.
Am I wrong though?
I see. No, I'm not always looking at I think you probably are looking at the uniforms with a bit more critical of a fashion eye than me. So send me a picture of it text me a picture of it. I'll take a look at it and see if I agree or disagree with you. But my first instinct wasn't like it's giving figure skating, and I don't like it.
Mariano Garcia. Okay.
Which is and Mariano Garcia, I know every time I think about Mario Garcia Romo.
Yeah, me too. It's like so many of the Spanish guys have very similar names, and that's that.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. I don't think that's his speed suit. I think that's just the shorts and the top. Yeah. But that's what the speed suit ends up looking like too.
Okay, it's basically like that, but a speed suit.
Yeah. No, like you need to see this.
Yeah, I didn't. It's not.
Mariano Garcia. Yeah. Gosh, Mario Garcia. It's tough. It's tough out here. Yeah. It's just not. It's not the best look.
It's not good. It's not the best look. Now let's talk the men's. Let's table the Spanish speeds. You want to? Let's keep it on the table. Okay.
I'm not letting it go. Okay, here it is.
Shame on the designer of this speed suit. Then.
Okay, here's another guy in the speed suit.
That's the speed suit.
That's the speed suit. Doesn't it? It doesn't look right. It doesn't look like the top belongs to the bottom, and then you have this like sexy little like low cut scoop down to the crotchal region.
And the lines on the crotch are kind of like an optical illusion, right? Because it's like is this because we're looking for his cock, we're looking for bulge, and the lines are. I can't get a read on this thing.
It's elusive.
It's elusive.
Yeah.
That was the speed suit?
Thank you. That's the speed suit. Yeah, that's the speed suit.
But do you think a lot of the times, I do agree with you, but I also think like when let's say you had a big crush on Mariano Garcia, or he was absolutely mogging the rest of the competition, looks maxing. I think he's a
good-looking guy.
And everyone's got their own thing. Okay.
Well, I don't know. The Spanish guys are all kind of good-looking.
Sure.
You don't agree?
I don't think they're certainly not ugly. I don't think, but I don't know if. But let's just say they were really hot. You'd probably be like, this works.
No, I wouldn't. I would say this is doing a disservice to these fine specimens of the world. Okay. And we need to do better for them.
Noted.
Yeah. Now we can move on.
Noted. noted, you think all the Spanish guys are really hot, and
I didn't say really,
but hot.
I would say like generally good looking.
Okay. Do you think like you know how it's like French guys are kind of like, it's like they're like romantics? You know how
I give into the tropes for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you kind of also think like Spanish guys kind of also get that shtick?
Yeah, they benefit from that. Like there's something like
they're really suave and romantic.
Yeah, like
and
mysterious.
They've got a lot of game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if like that was just me in my head and like, or
we feel the same way, Eric.
We feel the same way.
We feel the same way. Yeah.
Well, good to clear that up. Because let's see, one of the races of the weekend, right? Men's 3K. It absolutely lived up. There was this kind of hyped up as one of the races of the weekend, and it really lived up
so much
to
drama.
all the hype, so much drama. Josh Kerr kind of put on a master class out there in terms of racing, and hit Cole Hocker with the "Don't Sleep on Me" Sally. That Hocker,
God, it's good.
hit on him at at Milrose. So that was really, I liked seeing that. That was fun.
That was fun.
And it was pretty good, honest race. I think they ran 7:34, 7:35, something like that for the win.
7:35.
I mean, my big takeaway is, you know, Kerr looked fantastic. He tactically got it right again. 2-time world champion at the 3K, but also, you know, Cole's, for a guy who's got a lot of absolutely big races, gold medals under his belt, tactically, he's a bit inconsistent. And I think he really let this race get away from him, especially when you see him moving with like 100 to go. It was all just, you know, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time and tactically just kind of threw this race away. That was my takeaway from this race.
And I would say the same thing about Yari Naguse. There were some errors made, tactical errors made. And the indoor track is completely unforgiving. You can't be in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Especially when you're up against a field like this, right? Of some of the absolute all-time greats, most of the absolute all-time greats in one field. It's challenging because, you know, in the past Cole is not always our first pick of like, oh, who, you know, when we do these Sidious predictions at all the big races, it's like, oh, who do you think is going to win? And neither you nor I pick Cole, which is an insult because the guys
hold on. I think don't lump me into your anti-Cole propaganda.
It's not anti-Cole propaganda. I don't remember you picking him out at Milrose to win.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But the talent's there, right? Like
absolutely.
The talent there, the fitness there. There's always those races that you run back in your head and you go, man, like I fucked up. Why did I do that?
Yeah.
If I could, I would love to run that race back right now, do things differently. And from the jump, you saw Cole. Cole does this tactic a lot, which I do like, which is he gets out in front, he pushes the pace a bit, and then somebody inevitably will like come and take over and do the work for him. It's he makes it just fast enough to kind of string it out a bit, not fast enough to tire himself out, and then somebody else comes over, does the work. He sits in that second position, the driver's seat in the pocket where you want to be. But this time, and that's especially for indoors where you kind of need it, where you can't really, there's no room for errors tactically. And somehow, you know, that last, what was it, like 600? You just all of a sudden he's on the rail and in like 4th or 5th, and
on the rail getting like spit out the back. It's like you can see him like kind of trying to not be where he is, but the only way he's going to get out of it at this point is going backwards to go forwards, and that's a really challenging thing to do in a field of absolute world-class people.
Like you saw Kerr run the perfect race in the sense that he's sitting right off Cole and then makes one decisive move to the front.
Yep.
Right. He's never in a bad spot. Also, like, it's tough. Like, Kerr's a big dude. He's tall. He's taller than most of these guys. He runs really strong. And then he's very confident out there. And he runs a lot. He's just very smart and tactically in there. And I think this sport is, what have you done lately? And when Kerr, he got hurt in the Tokyo, I think it was in that final. In the final. And then the big race after that, it's, like the Milrose 2 mile. And he still ran great, right? But for a guy, it's like when you're at that level, it's win or you're come up
win
short.
Or lose.
Win or lose. It's like nobody's happy to come in second. Those guys aren't happy to come in second. Those guys are not. Right? And so it's like, even no matter how many great races he has, it's our memory is, what's the last race? And Kerr is kind of proving that he's still the guy. He's still he hasn't won maybe the big race that, he was looking for in the last year or two, but man, he's certainly still the guy moving forward.
Absolutely. Huge kudos. His ability to turn it on when the lights are the brightest is almost unmatched in this era, right? Like, we see Jakob be fallible. We see Cole sometimes be fallible, but Josh tends to, if he's healthy on the line, he gets it right.
And coming through the line, like the little celebration, very fun, and it's got everybody talking.
They love it.
And they love it. It is a really good back and forth that now him and Cole have going. And also shows you how pissed he was at Milrose.
yeah. He did not forget.
He didn't like that.
Not forget. He no likey.
And I don't even think that, like when Cole did that celebration, is that like that celebration, first off, that's like a Steph Curry celebration, I believe. I don't know if you're familiar with the origins and the history of the sleep on celebration.
I'm not. Please.
Yeah.
Educate.
I believe it's a Steph Curry celebration. But it's a really fun, Josh Kerr knows how to kind of stir up a little bit of a rivalry.
Yeah, he does.
Because Jakob's hurt and he's nowhere to be found for the moment. And now
he's got to have a new enemy.
He's got a new dance partner.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a really fun little thing they got going, and I'm excited for it to carry on.
Steph Curry.
Yeah. And Cole said,
"I putting his opponents to sleep and closing out games."
There we go. Okay.
Since 2022.
No, and Cole said, I think he should have had his own celebration, right? That was what I saw Cole say in a post race interview. But then that doesn't.
That's he did.
I think he did. I think he said he liked it. He's like, I get it. I totally understand. Understand why he would do it. It's a fun. I did it on him on Milrose. He's not going to let me get that. He gets the win here. He does it on me. But then he said something like he should get his, do a new celebration. I think something like that. But then that doesn't have the same effect because look, this was very clearly
this is a callback.
It's a callback. He's doing it. It was a good callback. And super fun.
Love it.
So who?
I love
I'm
it.
trying to. So it went Kerr, then Cole, and then who came in third?
This French guy. Do you know this guy? Shrub?
I'm familiar. I think I recognize his face. That he's such a romantic.
Jan Shrub.
He's from France. He's a stud. He's like the Spanish guy. He's like super romantic, so fucking sexy. No, it doesn't do it for you. Okay. Well, it's Shrub. If you're listening to this, sorry, bud.
Sorry, Shrub. That kick was tasty though. He's run 7:29:38 this year.
Already this year? Where the fuck did he run 7:29?
Probably leaving. Let me look. Yeah. No. Metz. I think Georgia fell a race there. Fuck, Eric. I don't know. I'm on his World Athletics page. It doesn't tell me what place he came in.
Where did Yard finish? Was he like sixth?
I'm still on Shrub's page because I'm like, this guy's really cranking it. He's run 26:43 on the roads for 10K. For 15, that's fast. For 1500, really he's run 3:31, and for 5K, he's run 12:56.
This year already? No, that can't be this year.
Yeah, the 10K road was the 22nd of February. This year. Last year, he ran 3:31 and 12:56 on the track.
This guy's got range.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the speed goggles are coming on. Yard was fifth. Okay.
Yeah, Yard is
That's
fifth.
A race, like, you know, it's not blister. It's 7:35. That's a race I want to see Yard more towards the front.
Yeah, and I think for him, it also was tactical error.
Was he like where was he getting bounced around in the back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's a guy. He's got a long stride.
Mm-hmm.
He needs space to navigate.
Space. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And just wasn't able to give himself the space.
So, yeah, that was
what a meet.
What a meet. And then we had a let's see, on the sprint side, you had the American. Is it Jordan? Is his first name Jordan in the 60 meters?
Yeah, Jordan.
It's the Jordan Anthony gold medal. Trayvon Rommel was third.
Kishane Thompson from Jamaica second.
Thompson, Jenkins second.
Trayvon Rommel third.
Trayvon Rommel, 10 years, a decade after that gold in 2016 in Portland. He's back on the podium in the 60. And like, what a testament to sticking with it, because obviously, like, the longevity is wild, but like, he's not a guy who's known for staying healthy.
No.
You know what I mean?
He's had a lot of injuries.
He's had a lot of injuries.
It has not been a perfect linear path.
It hasn't been at all. And so that's even makes it more impressive that he's been able to bounce back through all these ups, all these downs, and managed to get a bronze medal in the 60. Super impressive. But this Jordan Anthony guy, unbelievable.
He's a real deal.
Yeah, incredibly fast.
And fun to watch. So really fun character.
Yeah, big personality.
Big personality.
Yeah, excited to see what he does next.
More grills.
Bigger grills, more diamonds. He's just doing the plain gold plated. Now let's see some diamonds.
The women's 60, Jason Sears got the silver. Dasso from Italy wins. Jason Sears second, taking down Julian Alfred for third. I mean, it just really was such a great meet. And occasionally when World Indoors are in really challenging places to get to, the stars don't always show up. Yeah. But this was a star-studded World Indoors.
Well, they announced the next two locations for World Indoors, I believe.
Yeah.
Big eye roll out of Aisha if you're just getting this on audio. Well, so it's next in, is it India?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you feel about that, Aisha?
Okay, let me collect myself.
Please do.
I appreciate the need and the desire to bring track and field to new markets and to bring, like, India has so much of the world's population. Very into that. Like, I do think that it is great to bring track and field around the world. It is so European centric. Having track meets in other places is great. Now, I don't know if y'all have been watching the anti-doping stuff, but it's like 70%. This is a number I'm making up. Maybe 80% of all anti-doping cases are Kenya and India right now. Like, everybody, I mean, you can't forget that those viral videos from what it was like a state championship in India where the drug tester shows up and everybody flees. Like, it was like a high school party. And then there's just like syringes and shit in the bathroom.
That was almost like AI. Like the amount of
paraphernalia.
Because I was like, how do you even, the amount of syringes, it was genuinely.
It was a biohazard.
It was, the sink was overflowing with syringes. Like, yeah. I mean, you could, even like Lance Armstrong would have walked in there and been like, what the fuck is going on in here? You can't stick yourself with that many syringes. Also, what are they injecting themselves with? Because
I don't know. Like, what's like this is going to help me for my race that's in 5 minutes. Like, I just like don't know the drug world enough to know, like, are they doing meth? Like, what's going on?
Well, there was like 1,300 syringes. I would assume one of them is filled with like meth or something. But yeah, you would walk in. Lance would have walked in there and said, guys, the time was not, you don't do this on the warm up. Okay. Maybe you get a blood bag in you, but you don't do this shit. Now, so yeah, that is, but also they're not fast enough. That's what I mean. Are they injecting themselves with canola oil? Because I mean, Parvez Khan was doping and doing EPO, and he was like a 336 guy. 335. I don't know. But so that's your big complaint for do you think they're not, they've got a bit of a PR problem, and right. I don't know if the next indoor worlds should be in India, and we'll see. I guess, like to your point, we'll see if the stars kind of opt out and be like, look, I don't know.
Yeah, let me check what the travel is like to go to Bhubaneswar, India.
And then the year after, or the worlds after that is it Kazakhstan?
I think so.
Yeah.
Which actually I've heard is cool.
Yeah. I have not traveled there myself, and I haven't heard a lot, but it's just I don't know. Are there the stands? I was gonna say, are they cleaner than India? I don't mean like the street food, the viral pollution. Videos with your feet. You've been seeing those Indian street food videos on Instagram?
No.
What the fuck is your algorithm? You've seen nobody making food with their feet in India.
No, Eric.
Okay.
What?
Oh, well. They're very, very popular, and they're very funny. Yeah. No, don't worry. I'll send you some stuff. I'm sure your phone's listening right now and goes, Eric, we know exactly what you're talking about. Hold my
beer. We got this.
We'll send. I was
thinking about like the air pollution.
Yeah. Well, we can. I mean, it's kind of a broad. We can talk about. It's a broad range of. For
me, it's the syringe-filled sink that is the biggest red flag for me. But so, Kazakhstan has an indoor diamond league already.
Okay.
Astana is that meet, and it's usually early in the season. But yeah, I've heard that it's really nice, but sort of in the way that like Doha is, where like everything is like really really nice and clean, but like maybe some of the buildings are empty.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
the only
there's
thing I've heard.
something
That's all I know
something's
about
you're like there's
Kazakhstan.
something off.
But I'm interested in checking it out.
And I guess
send me into the field, Chris and Mac. I'll go to Kazakhstan.
These are years away.
Yeah.
These are years away. So I guess we can cross these bridges when we get there, if these bridges aren't burned by us. Yeah. We burn the bridges. We're trying to cross them, and they're just charred ash by the time we get there.
Yeah, I would love to travel to India. I just a little concerned about the anti-doping situation.
Yeah, I get it. It's like, look, I'm just trying to take a piss. I'm not trying to get a syringe in me.
Yeah.
You know, but they're like, don't worry, it's just canola oil. And we're not really, it's just canola oil. You're like, I'd rather if it was anything but canola. Do you have olive?
I don't get the seed oil thing.
You don't get the seed oil thing?
No, I don't get it.
Like, what? You don't get why they could be bad for you?
Yeah. What's the problem?
Well, I think the original take was that like these seed oils, like canola or like cottonseed oil, weren't developed for food. It was just like a byproduct of another thing. And then they said, we've got this oil. What if we eat it? I believe that could be one of the origins of it. And I think that's what I think people were, there's potentially effects of the certain types of fatty acids in it, right? Like as compared
like
to
the blend of omegas or something.
Yeah, like the omegas, like a hot. What's the omegas that are really bad for you? Is it 6?
Okay, well, I think you need to have you have to have a balance of all of the omegas.
Okay. You think so? You're saying you need the omega-3s just to right?
You need 3s and 6s and 9s. I thought
in the same levels.
I don't think in the same levels, but like you can't never have the other ones.
Well, but let's look at oils across the board, right? There would have to be if we're going to look at like canola and peanut oil and coconut oil.
But like sunflower seed oil, that's a seed oil, but like that's probably a fine seed oil.
Well, I think maybe we probably think it's a fine seed oil because we think of like sunflower seeds, like that sounds really healthy. Like sunflower, like that's put on this earth by the good Lord, and that can't possibly be bad for me, just like the other stuff. But I don't know. Now, look, Aisha, we really wandered into a
dangerous territory,
a nutrition topic that we clearly haven't really brushed up on. But here I am. I'm just like, whatever you do, stay the fuck away from sunflower seed oil.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that that's not going to be the battle I fight.
Okay, well then you can go to India and get injected in the bathroom with 100 cc's of canola or sunflower seed oil. I myself will be doing olive oil. Maybe I know they're big on ghee over there, right?
Yeah,
clarified butter.
I can't be doing the ghee.
You can't, but you'll do a syringe of canola. I'll be on team ghee. And I'm like, where's Parvez? Can I talk to the chemist Parvez? Because I don't want just ghee. Give me a little test or a little HGH, something kind of fun. I don't want just seed oils. So that's what we have to look forward to in the coming years.
But before we get to World Indoors, World Indoors in India, there's one more announcement that happened in Poland, which we still haven't figured out how to say the town. Mm-hmm. We haven't brushed up on our Polish. But so big announcement, Mondo is going to write and sing the 2026 World Ultimate Championships anthem.
That is, first off, very fun. So Mondo broke his world record again. This weekend?
Last week, yeah.
Okay.
Did he break it? No, I think he broke it today.
Honestly, it's getting old for me. If he breaks it every time he goes out, it loses some of the impact.
I don't think he broke it.
He broke it didn't he break it 3 days ago?
Did he?
I mean, he's always breaking it.
He broke it within the last week.
Yeah.
But he did not break it on the 21st, yesterday.
Okay. Well, regardless, he's won't stop breaking his world record, and I think he might need to either take a good chunk off and then settle for a bit.
Okay, he hasn't broken it in 10 days. He broke it on March
God, he's
12th
coming up on 2 weeks without breaking Classic.
It. Yeah, it's instead of having a sugar daddy, he just has the ability to break the world record when he needs a little cash.
And I guess here I am saying, get a sugar daddy. I get you do have to, if you're Mondo, you got to, at the Mondo Classic, you got to break it. I get
give people what they want.
I totally get it. But I'm over it. Now everyone knows I'm all in on Mondo and his music.
Yeah.
So this
you're
is
you're gonna be the top 0.01% of Mondo's listeners. And
I wonder
you gotta
if
switch to Spotify so you can get Spotify Wrapped
tell
this
me
year.
what to do. I like what I like. Okay, I'm used to the Apple Music system, the way they format stuff. I get it. Okay. I wonder if because they just said, so they've said that Mondo is making the World Ultimate theme song. First of all, this is a lot of pressure. He's got. Did they listen to Mans and his last song? They're like, okay, we'll give him a shot. Or has this been in the works for a long time, you think? I think they listen to the pod, they listen to Mans, and they go, Eric's right, Aisha's right. This song is an absolute banger. And then they listen to his next song. I think it's called Feeling Myself. And they go, this guy's on fire.
He's got range.
Let's give him, of course we're going to give him the keys to the kingdom. Let him make the World Ultimate theme song. It only makes sense.
Absolutely. I didn't know we needed a theme song. This is, I think, a first, but this isn't the first of the athletes to perform at a championship. But this is the first, to my knowledge, this is the first theme song.
Well, he's not going to perform. He's not performing.
Oh, I bet he will. Oh, I bet he will.
You think so?
Oh, I bet he will.
So you think, so they'll probably roll out the song, a couple months in advance to, let us get acquainted with it.
This week. I bet we'll get the song
this soon?
This next week. Yeah. No. They got to maintain momentum for World Indoors. Did you see all the sign? They had so much World Ultimate signage during the championship. I think they got to spread awareness. And if this song can hit the charts, maybe he gets to go to Eurovision, Maybe
I get what you're saying, but you cannot rush a song this important. You don't want some sloppy ass little jingle coming out.
You don't want some AI written slop.
You don't want AI slop. You need this thing needs to hit. And so if I'm Mondo and they go, oh yeah, we need the song, by next week, because, well, first off, I've got to break my world record in probably 36 hours from now. And
so
you
I can
cannot
pay
rush. Yeah.
Timbaland to help me write this song.
I was thinking about getting a sugar daddy, but I'm just going to break the world record in 36 hours. And then I will focus on the song and do not rush me, right? If you want a song as good as Mans or Feeling Myself, you'll give me some space. You'll let me do my thing. My artistic process is not just like, you don't just tell me when, like, okay. And they go, holy shit, this guy is legit. This guy is kind of terrifying. And then they're also going like, didn't he just literally break his world record 12 hours ago? It's not adding up.
Needed more cash. More cash.
But that's gonna be fun. I like this. The Mondo music train's full steam ahead.
I love it.
It's very fun, and we are kind of leading we're on that first class seats on the Mondo train.
Yeah, we are.
What else
other
has
running
happened
news from the weekend? Yeah, the only other thing I had on my radar was the Shamrock Shuffle.
Yep.
Happened in Chicago. And Grace Hurley broke Deena Kastor's 21-year-old record run on the same course. She ran 24:29 for 8K. Deena's record was 24:36. That is a long time for that record to stand.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Very impressive.
Yeah, a lot of like great photos of Deena and Emma from today's race. That's the kind of stuff you just love to see, is one great congratulating the next. So big cheers from Grace Hurley. Carissa Schweizer was second, and also was sub 25 minutes for 8K. Off the backs of, and we were just talking about this with Emily Mackay, obviously different, world indoors versus the Shamrock Shuffle, different stakes, but
slightly
good to see slightly different stakes. But Carissa recently announced that she left Bowerman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is this been in the works for a little bit, or is this, and she's just recently announcing it?
Yeah, I don't really Carissa's super nice, and I've talked to her, several times over the years, but we're not like tight, so I don't have any inside scoop on Carissa's departure from Bowerman. Totally. But I just saw that very nice. Her parents are also very cool. I randomly stayed at the same hotel as them once. I don't know. That's the inside.
You're closer with Carissa's parents than Carissa is what you're saying. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. But I saw that she's back in Portland, and she's being coached by Chris Miltenberg, who's coaching Emily Infeld and Netza Frazier, I'm sure others. But yeah, so she's back in Portland.
Now Milt is the UNC. Is he UNC?
Yeah.
Yep. So he's the coach of used to be the coach of Ethan Strand, Parker Wolf, those guys, right? And now this is kind of funny, right? This is just coming to me right now. Okay, so bear with me. But okay. Bowerman, the once mighty, best training group in the country,
formerly known as
in the world, formerly known as, because I mean, Carissa was one of the last. What is Bowerman? Is Bowerman?
Who's left?
Who is on Bowerman? Yeah. I mean,
don't know.
As soon as Evan Jager retired, the group should have officially been put to rest.
Is Mohamed still there?
I think that's only fair. No, Mohamed is now part of. I believe he's with the Nike Swoosh group and flag. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the case. And even if it's not the case, I'm just going to say it because I don't care. But I'm thinking,
I didn't
because here's it's like,
yeah, you're right. He left in November. He left in November. I don't know where he went, but yeah.
But you've got
this. Yeah, no, you're like exactly Nike, right. Swoosh TC. But Milt, right? He's coaching at UNC still, but now he's got this group of. This is how pro groups get formed, right? It's like, okay, Milt's coaching at UNC, but he's got a lot of other very successful athletes in the pro rankings. Now all of a sudden he's got a pro group. Now all of a sudden, like they're trying to make this more official instead of just like he's kind of loosely coaching. You know what I mean? Now all of a that's
sudden
what happened with Mike Smith. That's what happened with Mike Smith. Yeah, that's what happened with Jerry Schumacher back in the day.
Yeah, it's like this is how shoe companies like poach NCAA guys. So
it's interesting to think of the coaches who are world-class coaches who have not been successfully lured out of NCAA coaching.
Yeah. I mean, it's so different. And I think it's like, I mean, let's take Jerry, for example. Like, it's so tough to do both because he's got the Bowerman group and then he takes that Oregon job. And if you're that's the biggest coaching as far as distance goes.
It's the biggest
Oregon
coaching
track
job in
and
the
field
country.
is the biggest coaching. It's that biggest name, right? And then if you're the Oregon athletic director, you go, this is first priority. I know you got Bowerman, and those guys are more than welcome to come and rent places in Eugene and use the facilities, but we need you to make sure that this is your number one priority. Exactly.
The university.
This is the Ducks.
Yeah.
You're officially go Ducks. And then if you're his Bowerman athletes that are unbelievably successful, you're kind of like, well, now I didn't sign up to be, second fiddle to the college guys. And it never works out. And it's an inevitable, you think, oh, yeah, like I can do both. Like I can coach these guys and still coach these, you know what I mean? So it never quite works out the way that you think it will.
Right. And the seasons are so different. Like the college, the NCAA system, and it's changing a bit now because the NCAA athletes are closing the gap to the pros in some ways, but like it is like August, September through June, like end of May, early June. And then the pro season is like, it really, like the most important stuff happens after, like from June and after. So you're not even on the same periodization as the college kids. Like you're essentially coaching like two separate groups with two separate goals. And then you as a coach, like when do you have a minute to come up for air? Because, if you're a college coach, like you have the summer where you're recruiting and you're, sending some training, but like you have a little bit of time. If you're a pro coach, you have like, September, October to catch your breath and like get back into fall training, but like you're not traveling all over the world. But like if you're trying to do both, like you're just going to run yourself ragged trying to be great at both when it seems like it's a bit of an impossible task.
Yeah, it's like almost it's by trying to do both, you almost don't really show up 100% for either.
Right.
And so then everybody's feeling kind of let down.
And we don't want to feel let down.
And I
want to know something that let me down?
Let down. Go on.
Pedro Pascal with no mustache.
Oh, is this at the Oscars?
Yes. Hard pivot.
So you like him, mustachioed up. He went clean shaven. You go, nah, I'm out. Really?
He's a different man. Yeah. It's like the aura is gone.
I also think because there are, first off, the Pedro Pascal hype train was something unbelievable for a bit, right? And then something turns where the public decides, I'm sick. You're kind of seeing it happen with Chalamet. Where it's like, look, you shoved this guy down our throats and you're putting him in our face so much, we are inevitably going to turn on them. And I think you were like, I was seeing it a little bit with Pedro, where people they're like, don't force, like, we get it. He's
don't force him.
He's like the it guy right now. Stop pushing, or else we'll ruin him. With memes and propaganda slander on the internet. And they go, we'll see about that. And then they keep pushing. And then the internet goes, he's done. We're done.
He's done.
And now you saw, and Sure
and
enough,
somebody
it's happening
held
to
him down
Chalamet.
and waxed his mustache off, and now he's cooked.
He's cooked. He's absolutely, he's chopped. He got out mogged. Are you familiar with mogging?
What is mogging?
Oh, Aisha. I think mogging is just like when you look, like, let's say I was standing next to a really ugly guy and we were like taking a picture together and I just look a lot better than him. People would be like, oh, wow, Eric's like mogging that guy. Like you're looking better than this is, I could be totally off, but I believe that's the that's kind of the definition. Yeah.
People said this word and I just had no idea.
Actually,
what
yeah,
that
do
meant.
me a favor and Google what is mogging.
Okay.
I'm like, let me get an official.
How do you spell it? M-O-G-G? Yeah. What is mogging? Okay, mogging, this is the AI summary. So, validate me, tell me I'm wrong. Mogging is a Gen Z slang term referring to the act of outshining, dominating, or appearing far more attractive and physically superior than others in one's immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Originating from the looks maxing community, derived from AMOG, which is an acronym for alpha male of the group. It implies making others look inferior by comparison in terms of look, style, or confidence.
Oh wow, I didn't know the AMOG. Alpha male of the group. That is so funny and it is so stupid. It's so sick.
Stupid. I love it.
So fun.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of mogging going on at the Oscars.
A lot. Who were
left
your
and
who were you into?
Let's see. Who did I like? Well, first of all, let's go back to my boy Timmy Chalamet. He was wearing the all white. He was wearing basically exactly what I wore to junior prom, all white. And I
Do you have a photo of this?
I'm sure there's a photo of it floating around. I can send it your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see this ASAP.
But I wasn't crazy about the look. Anyway, he was getting made fun of left and right. He was getting torn apart there.
He's done.
He's done.
Yeah.
Because I hope he can bounce. Now I'm a big fan of Dune. I love the Dune movies. I hope he can bounce back.
I still need to see those.
But yeah, people are fed up. So
how can you get through a Dune movie? Aren't they like 3 hours long?
I don't know if they are. They're
look at your
very
phone?
good. They're fantastic movies.
So you talk about your phone. Like it's hard for you to not look at your phone. Are you able to watch a whole Dune movie in one sitting with no phone glances?
Yes, I can. Like if I'm in the movie theaters, and
they're not in the movie theater anymore. So
well, yeah, but I'm saying like the first time I saw Dune, would I be able to watch it right now? I'm gonna be looking. I'm not as enthralled in the movie because I've already seen them a bunch of times. But it's like, can I go to a movie and watch a 3-hour movie and not look at my phone? Yes. Now, will there be that little thing in my head that's going, what's going on with your phone? Right? I think someone's probably trying to text you, and you go, no, it's okay.
You feel the phantom vibrate.
You go, it's okay. You feel the phantom vibrate, and then you go, it didn't vibrate. It's on airplane mode. It can't vibrate, right? And you go, and you think, let me flip it off airplane mode for just a second, right? That urge is there, and then you battle that urge. But if I'm at home and I've already seen him, right? And you go, I'm just looking at my phone.
Yeah. But
gun to my head, I could do it, right?
Okay.
A big fucking gun, though. But, well, let's see. Oscars, Michael B. Jordan looked fantastic, obviously. He had a great reaction to winning the best actor. I thought that was really touching, him and his mom.
Yeah.
But other than that,
the heated rivalry guy, Hudson Williams, looked really good.
Okay. Which one is Hudson Williams? Which one was Hudson Williams?
Why am I blanking on his name? Not Ilya.
Yeah. Not Ilya. Okay. Yeah. So, Hollander.
Hollander, thank you.
Okay.
How could I forget? I need to watch. I need to go rewatch the series.
Seriously. Okay, so Hollander looked really good.
Yeah.
Ilya must have been there.
Yeah, it must have, but
Well, actually, it's not. It's the Oscars. It's not like it's not really the TV
Emmys.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay, help me out here. Is Jacob Elordi a good guy or a bad guy? Like,
oh wow,
am I permitted to have a crush on Jacob Elordi? Like, is he a dick? Is he cool? What's going on with Jacob Elordi?
Have you seen bad? Has anything bad come out?
No, I don't. I don't know. Like, he's a name that's floating around all the time. He's very cute, very young, but sometimes I'm not, like, I didn't know what mogging was. Like,
he's a mogger.
Sometimes I'm clued in with the Gen Z stuff, but sometimes I'm not. So, like, I just need to know, is there anything I need to know about Jacob Elordi before entering into a small, celebrity Jacob Elordi crush?
Great question, Aisha. Now, I don't really know, truth be told. I don't know if I can't say if he is good or bad. I know he's very talked about, very hot, very tall, very dreamy. He's got there's no scandals on the books yet, right?
Okay.
Everybody's due up for a good scandal with enough digging. He's hot, but look. This could be just me talking, right? A little personal thing, personal opinion. But I don't know. Like, does he have much of a personality? Now,
well, I don't know.
Now, obviously, the guy's like 6'5", with a face on him, so he's a devastating face card. So the public is eating him up. But I just don't know if he's also got the personality. Now, that tends to happen with somebody who's absolutely gorgeous because you don't need to work and make a personality.
Agree.
And Elordi might be victim to this.
Yep.
But maybe not. Maybe he never had to develop the skills, right? Because he's just mogging nonstop, and he doesn't need. He never needed a personality max. He's never personality mogging because he's fucking enormous and hot. But that could be mean, and maybe he's just like shy in interviews.
Okay.
But,
well, I'll do a little bit of digging.
Do a little bit of digging.
Decide. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know it. Let me know what type of stuff you come up with, and if you do in fact realize he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah. Keep all of us informed.
I will. Your movie won Best Picture.
Oh yeah, my movie.
Yeah.
I had a lot to do with that. Thank you. I was shocked that I didn't go up on the stage with them.
One battle after another. Here's my pitch. Have the Oscars, and then for like the next 2 weeks at the movies, you play all of the Best Picture nominees.
Interesting. I don't mind this. I don't mind this.
Because I realized that, like, oh, I've actually missed out on some really great films this year. I would love to go to the movies and eat some popcorn and watch them. But I'm probably like, then you got to figure out where they're streaming. Do I really want to pay $17.99 to rent this? I'd rather just go to the movies. Like, I just don't think I'm going to see it.
And also the movie theater experience compared to your home experience is it's totally different, right? It's really night and day. Now
you're not looking at your phone.
You're not looking at your phone. There's just so much more. You walk into a theater and you immediately get locked in.
Right.
You don't have that same effect at the house, and you also certainly don't want to be pay if you're going to pay for the same amount of money to rent at your house that you would for an actual movie in the theater.
Get cozy at the theater.
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense to me personally, but some people like doing it. And especially now that it's like, it's going to all come out on the streaming services anyway. And like, I just got to wait like 3 weeks, a month. I don't know.
Yeah, but then the moment has passed. This is like drop the Mondo song before the moment passes so we get the hook for track and field for the rest of the year. Give us the track and field pop for the rest of the year. Hit me with the Oscar nom movies right now when I'm still interested before I forget about them. Give them to me now.
Now the Oscar people would say, hey, Aisha, you had the entire year to watch them, right? They'd say,
fair.
Why are you mad at us? They've been out for a long ass time. And there's more movies you need to watch now because the movies are coming out now. We're going to be talking about them next year.
Fair.
It's like you've always got to do your work. But here's the thing too, and we've kind of talked about this. Most of the movies that are just coming out are just shit, right?
So bad.
I saw a movie on Netflix. It was called Plane. It was just called Plane. There's this cookie cutter formula, right? It's like get a real famous A-list celebrity, slap them on that Netflix banner. Who cares what the plot is? They'll click on it and watch it. Right? This was like Gerard Butler.
The Prime Citizen will pick on the Prime movie.
Yeah, I couldn't even believe it. Just said Plane, Gerard Butler, and it's like a plane crashes, and I don't even know the plot, but I'm assuming a plane crashes and he like saves all of the people in the plane, and hooks up with the hottest woman survivor of that plane crash.
They think they're all gonna die. They don't die.
Yeah.
Someone dies, but he saves the rest.
They're like, what should we title this thing? And they're like, just fucking call it Plane, right? Nobody cares.
Yeah. These idiots are on their phones anyway. It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter. Like just call it Plane. They'll click on it, show Gerard Butler in the beginning. That's all you need. That's all the movies are now. They suck.
Yeah. I've been, Will's been traveling a lot, and I told you recently, like I wanted to go see Wuthering Heights. I still haven't done it. Maybe I'll do it tonight. But like, because I think I'm over my fear of going to the movies by myself, but I keep looking, like before Wuthering Heights came out, I was like looking at movies to go see, and they're all ass. Like nothing looks good at all. What is going on?
And then even the ones that you're like, I mean, it looks all right, but I don't know if I want to like pay the money to see it when it's just going to come out. It's going to leave the theaters and then come out on one of these. It'll be on fucking Peacock or
Joymo.
Who the hell knows what in 2 months. So it's like, I'm having
a hard time with all of the apps and stuff, because now to watch cycling, I need to spend more money somehow on HBO Max, but I can't figure out how to do it because I have HBO through my some other provider. I missed a great cycling race this weekend because I'm like, another subscription? I'm pretty much back to just going like we're doing terrestrial cable now. You're bringing up a great point, because I'm kind of having this issue with track and field. I mean, if we're going to be completely honest, because I'm done with the subscriptions, right? And to watch I think NCAA's, it's like you got to have like the ESPN2, you got to have all these different things. They need to start just releasing things on paper, like per event. Because it's like, look, and then they'll try to entice you, whatever, like ESPN is like, oh, but you can also get Disney Plus with it. And you're like, I'm done with it all. I don't want to do any of it. Like, just don't. I don't. And then like, okay, well, now you got to go to Runner Space. Now you got to go to Flow Track. Now you got to do this. Now you got to do USATF.tv. Like, guys, no.
And I would do those. I would do the Runner Space, the Flow Track, the this, the that, if the price if the price made sense to me, right? If it was
all like $5 a month.
If I'm somehow you'd pay more for like the Flow Track subscription than you would like any. What is a Flow Track subscription a month? Like,
I don't know. It's expensive.
Right? It's one of these things where you go, this is another subscription streaming service that I now have to pay to try and watch track and field. And you go, I'm not doing a per month expensive thing to watch
because
the
I'm going
Diamond
to forget
Leagues.
to cancel it.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm watching, there's 6 races I want to see a year on, like, whatever. It's like the Diamond Leagues, blah, blah. I don't fucking know. But then you're going to have to pay all the money? You know, no. Make it a pay-per-view event.
So a monthly plan is $29.99 if you just want to pay for the month.
$29.99.
Or you can pay, get 7 months free, pay for the annual plan that shakes out to $12.49 a month. But like you just then like I'm with you. I think you have a good solution, and it is pay-per-view.
$29.99. It's what's Netflix isn't that expensive. And I can watch The Plane with Gerard Butler on that anytime I want. Okay? It's like the price point has got to come down because I don't know.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
It's just getting ridiculous. Now, if you were to say, oh, it's $29.99 and you can watch every single track meet of the year, I go, yeah, sure. Right? I can watch all of them. But if you're like, no, I can watch this in Workout Wednesdays from 2011? No, fuck that.
Yeah, Netflix standard is $17.99 a month. Premium $24.99 a month.
Look, I just think the what I really like, Portland Track Fest does my God, I love that. And when you do it's like what? It's like a donation thing. Maybe it's not where it's like, okay, or it's like $5 for the meet. And you go like, yeah obviously. Like I'll do that every day of the week. Athletes
some of the money or whatever. Yeah.
And so it's, I mean, the viewability needs to change because it's like, I'm done with the subscriptions and they're trying to rope me in on everything.
I don't want to get roped. Speaking of exclusivity, we have an exciting announcement.
Oh my goodness.
I can't believe we've forgotten to say this. We're 96 minutes into this episode and we haven't dropped our big news.
Take the wheel, Aisha. Tell the listeners what we have in store for us.
Okay. Eric and I are hosting our first ever live pod. It is in partnership with Under Armour at the Boston Marathon. We are going to make it fun and cool and different than other experiences, we hope. It's going to be Friday, April 17th. We will share more with you you'll have all the details by next week's episode. If I could, I'm like so excited.
There you go, you got it.
I can't even get it out. But yeah, we're going to be celebrating Sharon Lokedi returning Boston Marathon champion this whole month with Under Armour. They have created a fun custom shoe for Sharon, as the defending champion of Boston Marathon, the Velocity Elite 3. We are just going to be Team Sharon for the next month. So big shout out to Under Armour for helping us to put on our first ever live event.
Yeah, very fun, off the rails, live with you guys. We don't necessarily know how many people yet. What's the capacity of the venue? We're figuring these numbers out. But super, Boston Marathon weekend, huge weekend for us. Brought to you by Under Armour. It's going to be an absolute blast, and we cannot wait to celebrate with you guys.
It's going to be maybe a little unhinged. It's going to be
a lot of fun. Yeah.
It's going to be maybe a little rowdy, but we, promise to get you out the door to respect your bedtimes for racers. But we'll have lots of very fun surprises along the way. So please think about the 17th. We'll give you more details this week.
Yeah.
Sorry,
think
we don't
about
have more.
It, right?
Please think about it, because I can't even tell you when or where, but in Boston on the 17th, it's happening and we are super excited.
It's going to be a blast. I cannot wait. I mean, I'm running
Are you
through
gonna
the
be
scenario, the
nervous?
off the rail. With you by my side, Aisha, no. Also, I mean, I'm kind of alive. The
Yeah,
off the rail show is it's kind of what we know best, right? And
yeah.
there's no rules in the off the rails live show, right? I don't know where the venue is, right? It might just get a little out of control. Now and I like to think
We thrive in those
we
environments.
thrive in the chaos, right? So
we absolutely do.
I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. And I know we have the best fans in the world, so it's going to be incredibly fun to have everyone there under the same roof, same space, and it's going to get.
We can't wait to meet you.
We can't wait to do it all. We don't necessarily know the exact schedule, but we'll bring you the details in the weeks and the episodes to follow. And shout out to Under Armour for allowing it to and working with us to make it happen. And it's going to be so much fun.
So keep your eye out. If you don't follow us on Instagram, our Instagram handle is at Eric and Aisha Pod. I'm Aisha Praught-Leer on Instagram, and Eric is _ Eric Jenkins.
Eric Jenkins was taken. Son of a bitch.
Who is the other Eric Jenkins?
There's a lot. There's a lot. Sullying my name.
Yeah, Eric
That's what
Jenkins.
he's saying about me.
ASU alum Eric Jenkins. I don't know.
Let's not give free publicity to any other Eric Jenkins out there.
Okay, well, he's the wrong one.
He's the absolute wrong one. Now let's fight because we are we are coming up on 2 hours. Let's fire off.
Jeez, sorry.
A couple listener voicemails from. There's a lot we didn't get to last week.
There's a lot we didn't get to last week. Okay, so if you want to call in and leave us a voicemail, Eric, how are they going to do that?
That's a really good question, Aisha. So we have a phone number that you call in, and it is something like 8556. Hold on, I'm actually going to write this down. 856. You 856. Start. Yeah. 270.
No.
279.
Yes.
0080.
Yes.
856 279 0080.
Oh God.
Call in. We love the questions. Let's take a couple of these right now.
Great.
I'm calling in from Boston today. I'm here for the first time without having to run a race myself. Just got back from a run in Boston Commons, and there were so many happy dogs. It was a great run. I saw a guy in split shorts slogging along, and I thought of you guys in the conversation that Island, Mac, and Chris just had, and I had to take my 2 fake knees and pass that guy. A solid 8:21 mile.
Fuck yeah.
Just wanted to know, I was thinking about you guys when I took off like a rocket past that guy. Hey, have a good day. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Do you know what I missed the conversation that Mac, Chris, and Kyle had about whatever she was talking about.
No, but that's sick. And I am so glad to be part of what you're thinking about when you're absolutely smoking a guy on the path. That makes me feel very proud of you.
Sounds like he was in a real skimpy pair of shorts.
He was asking for it.
I think that's got to be one of the worst looks. Like real short, like a real tiny little pair of split shorts on an easy run in Boston in March is not. It's not right. It's not right. And I'll die on that's.
Yeah.
It's really not even an opinion. There are right and wrong things, and that's wrong.
So thank you, caller, for doing the right thing and actually smoking that guy.
You and your fake bionic knees.
Give me one.
Hey, Eric and Aisha. Just quick question. All-time DMR. Who would you be your picks?
Oh.
I've said in these ones that whoever's the sexiest, best face.
Well, I bet you could actually, on the women's side, have the all-time DMR because all the world records are being broken right now. So you'd probably want you would want Faith, you'd want Keely, you'd want I'm gonna go with just my favorite 400 meter runner. She has been out on maternity leave, so she might not be ready today. But I'm gonna go Shawnee Miller-Uibo on the 400.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone.
Oh yeah,
Also out on maternity leave.
Yeah. Okay. So
no, there's no wrong answers here.
Okay. I was gonna pick Shawnee. And then so we've got the 8, we've got the mile, we've got the 400. Now we need a 1200 leg. I'm
tossed
maybe
like Georgia Hunter Bell.
Georgia Hunter Bell. Yeah. Yeah. It's like her or Jess Hull, but probably Georgia.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And if they had a 2K, if it was 5 legs and it's a 2K, then I'd pick Jess Hull.
Yeah, add on a leg. These are all hypotheticals we're just making up.
Yeah. But if you went like in today's world, yeah, you'd put Sydney on the 400.
You can't lose it. That's a pretty dynamite team right there.
Sick. Yeah. What about you on the men? I mean, I always am like, let's talk about the women first, but
the men put all time. Actually, it's all time. So I guess you'll just go like Hisham El Garouge in the mile. You'll go David Rudisha in the 800, and you'll go you'll jailbreak Michael Johnson for the 400, and then you'll fucking put what's the next last 1200. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Once McLuffy gets done serenading you, he can run the 1200 leg. Sure.
Who's another 1200 meter? And I can't think of there's just aren't maybe
put Seb Coe on there. I don't know.
Yeah. So I was gonna say they're just aren't very modern. Aren't that many modern 815 guys?
Yeah. So it's
Seb Coe.
Seb Coe.
Sick.
We'll make sure to run that DMR in that 3-week window where he broke every single world record out there.
Yeah.
We'll do it then.
Did you see Michael Johnson's not on the BBC anymore?
I did see that. Yeah. Tough break.
Okay.
Hey, Eric and Aisha. It is my 3rd time calling in if you choose to play this voice message. So I'm just trying to be the most called in caller, but I actually have a very big question for you guys. So basically every time I go for a run or a walk or just anywhere in life doing anything and I'm approaching a person head on, I don't know when to say hi or make eye contact without it being awkward. 'Cause oh my God, so many times on my runs, it's terrible because I don't know when to look at them, and it's so it's so bad. I don't know. I hope you guys have dealt with the situation before, and I'm not just sounding crazy, but I've noticed it more because I've been going on walks more, and it's everything is in slow mo, so it's 10 times worse. So just let me know if there's a solution to this, and thank you. I love you so much. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. 3 calls. Thank you. She remembers the phone number.
Yeah.
Now, I don't necessarily think I got a lot of problems, but this isn't necessarily one of them. But here's the most important. For some reason, it is an unspoken rule that you have to acknowledge another like walker or jogger. There's like a little bit of a wave. There's a little wave. Now, something I do, I think it's, basically when you're about to pass them, you look up and you look over, right? And then you give a little wave. It's acknowledging that you're both out there doing the same thing, bettering yourselves. You're saying, I see you. I see you out here making an effort. I respect it, and I know. And then that's what they're also saying to you with their little wave, right?
Yeah.
If you don't do that, bad things will happen to you. Cosmic karma is very real, and it is unforgiving if you don't acknowledge a fellow walker, your fellow.
Yeah.
But I think, look, it's whenever you're passing them, you look up and you wave. It's like it's not like it's holding when you're holding a door for someone. I don't really ever make this mistake, but sometimes you'll see somebody who's holding a door I'm too far. Like, don't hold the door for me.
Yeah.
I'm more than capable of absolutely manhandling this door. You don't need to hold it for me. And then they hold it.
Nice.
It is nice, but at the same time, I've got to now I gotta hurry up and get to that door because you're holding it for me, and I have to you got to show that you care, show that you acknowledge them. You go, oh, you don't want to hold them up, you don't want to wait. It's like when I'm crossing the street, a car lets you pass. You do that fake jog. It's like you don't. It's where you're not walking any faster, but you're moving your arms like you're kind of jogging. It shows that you care. And this is kind of the same thing. Yeah, exactly. You go, oh, thanks.
Should we do a role play? Okay. So here we are. We're jogging toward each other. Okay, and you look.
When are we passing?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's try again. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
We're jogging, and we're about to pass.
I see you.
Done.
I see you, and I respect you.
Yeah.
And I acknowledge you.
And maybe it's like the knowing the purpose of the acknowledgement is like only good. Maybe that will help you feel less awkward.
Sometimes what you'll when I'm walking and somebody's walking past me, and you kind of mouth you say, you don't really say hi. You mouth it. And you do that, and you give them a nice smile.
Yeah.
But you don't actually say anything. You're just mouthing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the little things in life that are important.
We need human connection.
Yeah.
Okay, this would have been helpful. We got a couple of voicemails while we've been talking. This really would have been helpful about 80 minutes ago.
Hey, Eric and Aisha. It's Inês Borba here, a second-time caller. As a Portuguese listener, I feel the responsibility to help you guys out pronunciating the name of the 1500-meter world champ. You guys been pretty close, and I do love the effort, but it's Isaac Nader. I get it, though. It's hard. I've been living in the United States for 5.5 years, and I've never heard anyone pronouncing my name correctly. So I just embrace the American variations of my name at this point, and that's okay. Anyways, no question. Just wanted to help you guys out and let me know that your podcast is the best and makes my Monday's cross train so much better. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Isaac Nader.
Isaac Nader. But she said she's been living in America for 5 years. No one's ever got her name right.
Yeah.
That's so classic America.
We suck.
We don't learn other. It's like when you go to travel to another country, and instead of trying to speak their language, you just speak English slower. It's like
I try. I'm really terrible at languages, but I will try.
It's imagine someone coming here and they speak French to us, but just
slower and louder.
Yeah, and then they're mad. They're mad that I don't get it.
Yeah,
fucking idiot, fucking asshole.
Okay. Can you do two more?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hi, this is Melissa. I met you actually at the World Cross Championships,
Woo.
and you encouraged me to call in and leave a voicemail, but
There
I
we go.
said I had to wait till I had,
Oh,
you know,
yeah, I remember
something
you.
unhinged enough. I don't know if that reaches that level, but this is actually a genuine question that I have, which is I'm watching the World Indoor Championships,
Good girl.
and Mondo Duplantis, who, you know, is Swedish American and represents Sweden, like obviously in a genius move. And one of the reasons why I was thinking was because, like, you know, should he like one day face plant and be paralyzed,
Dark.
you know, screws up his run or whatever, he will have health care in Sweden, right? Like there will be, there are services, right, that can help him for the rest of his life. Anyway, this led me to think about like what health insurance or health care do pro athletes have? Is this part of your contract? You pay for this out of pocket? What do athletes do that don't have pro contracts or are trying to make it to pro or maybe don't have a great pro contract, right? I assume like healthcare would be incredibly important for a pro athlete or an aspiring pro athlete, elite athlete, because a lot of injuries happen. So anyway, I'd love to know about elite athletes and healthcare in the United States. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Thank you, Melissa. What a good question.
Great question. Great question.
Now, no, I mean, I don't know if it's the contracts have changed at all, but no, healthcare is health insurance is absolutely not part of the deal for contracts and athletes. It is a very interesting point.
You're an independent contractor.
Yeah.
You're not an employee. So if you were an employee, they would like, you know, have a lot of bit more control over your life, where you live, where you train, who you train with, blah, 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 how you do your job. So all athletes are independent contractors. So they don't fall under any of the employee benefits. So this is why you saw like a lot of women like Allyson Felix, Alicia Montano, speaking out about maternity leave because you're not an employee, so you don't get maternity leave as an athlete. Health insurance is also one of those things that this, you know, that it falls under. And depending on if you're an American and you're like top, not sure exactly like where the line is, but I think it's like you have to be like top 10 in the world or something to get health insurance from USOPC/USATF.
Well, USATF was, I think,
the tier system.
The tier system.
Mm-hmm.
And it was it you had to be like in contention to be making teams or something, like top 10 in the US or something? Like I can't exactly remember.
No, it's definitely not top 10 in the US. That would be way too many people. It's like very
but there was
elite.
Like tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3. Wasn't there like?
Oh yeah, there are tiers.
And it's like and like tier 1 is you made the team. You're
mm-hmm.
somebody who's like a top 3. Tier 2 is, you know, like top 5, you know, something like that. Maybe you've made a team in the past. I can't exactly remember how it was. But yeah, like you can very quickly fall out of the health, you know, qualifying for all these benefits. And it becomes, it's kind of a big discussion point because, right, the tier systems also get help financially, not just in the healthcare, but you get different grants and certain things apply to different tiered athletes. And there's this argument where, and it's a good one to be had, where it's like, look, you know, these tiered athletes are already the ones who usually are making the most money. Maybe it's somehow needs to be spread down the line a bit more, right? But as far as like the healthcare goes, I can't remember. I know for a little bit I was getting the USATF healthcare, and then for a while, you're falling out of it. You got to constantly be like reapplying all these little things. But it is especially if you get hurt and you are having to
get MRIs, get treatment, a lot of MRIs, get surgery.
Those bills are insane. And I mean, healthcare in America, like this isn't it's certainly a ridiculous topic, but as far as athletes go, you're on your own for the most part.
You're on your own. Yeah. We would just buy. I stayed on my family health insurance plan as long as I could. One of the benefits of being on the Oregon Track Club Elite back in the day was they covered the cost of your health insurance. So they like reimbursed.
Really nice.
Yeah, they reimbursed for health insurance, and if you didn't have health insurance, they would get you health insurance. That's like such an underrated perk. We had smaller contracts, but like it's like they did that. They paid for camps, they paid for your physio, they gave you a small housing stipend. Like all of these things like start to add up so that being a pro athlete is manageable and feasible on a smaller contract. But then once I was an adult, fully formed adult on my own. Yeah. I mean, I was just paying a ton of money for health insurance, and because I valued having good health insurance because I got hurt a lot and I needed at least one MRI a year, and I had 2 surgeries in my career, and I would have spent a ton of money if I didn't have health insurance. But it's tough, especially when a lot of people go without. A lot of people don't have health insurance because maybe they don't have a contract or they don't have a good contract, and you can't afford to pay $500 to $800 a month for your health insurance. Like it's just,
for sure.
It's tough. Of the health insurance things, I think we've talked about this on this pod before, but one of, I think the coolest health insurance things I've ever heard of is if you're like in Japan, if you can complete a marathon, you get access to the lowest corporate health insurance premiums. And I think that's pretty sweet. Like I wish it's like, oh yeah, you're top 30 in the world at a sport. Like you're probably going to be pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Well, but actually we probably had to pay for some MRIs. Like, never mind. Maybe I take it back. But there should be some sort of like, I don't know. And I don't know like who the onus is on. Like, is it on the brands that sponsor athletes? Is it on the federations? But I think it would be a really good step in the right direction would be to have, a group policy that an athlete could buy into, right? That's not
100%.
$800 a month and is good health insurance. But I mean, the health insurance market right now is a joke. There's like a lot of people who can't afford health insurance in this country, which is really terrible.
Yeah. And like, especially when you're the athlete, it's like you never need it. And then all of a sudden, these athletes are like the healthiest, fittest people on the planet. And then you're like, I'm good. And then you get injured and all of a sudden you need a lot of attention. And all those bills, like MRIs, I mean, a great business to go and do is like, I think I was talking with like Kyle Merber about where it's like you buy an MRI that horses use for like vets. Vets use for horses. Sorry, the other way around. And like, because
horses are just MRIing their vets. Like, let's peek under the hood here, doc. Let's see what's going on.
The horse is looking at the x-rays like, Jesus Christ, this is a brutal stress fracture. And you go, God, no. Season's canceled. The horse is like, buddy, you are not running into Kentucky Derby. I'll tell you that right now. This is a femoral stress fracture, and it's in the neck of the femur. It's not right in the meat. It's not in the middle. That's in the neck. You're gonna need to really take time off. But like those just like the start of diagnosing an injury, the bills are already insane, right? And so, yeah, it is a tough situation to be in, and it's different for certain athletes, right? And all the groups are different, and the budgets, blah blah blah. It's all a lot of it's a longer conversation for another day. But yeah, athletes aren't covered by any healthcare at all.
Great question.
Yeah.
Okay, here's our last one.
Hey Eric, hey Aisha. Not sure if you all have noticed this, but rather than like chairs for the people who are like waiting on time qualifiers. They're on the bubble. At the World Indoor Championships right now, they have them sitting in beanbag chairs, like just kind of in the middle of the track. Like the time qualifiers are just chilling on beanbag chairs. And I kind of think it's fantastic. They look super comfy. Would love to hear what y'all think of the beanbag chairs. As an athlete, would you wanted to sit on a beanbag chair while waiting for the other heats to go? I'm curious what you think. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. That's hilarious.
It's so funny.
I wouldn't.
No, me either.
It's like, first off, it's demoralizing. Trying to get out of a beanbag chair in front of a group after you just raced, it's like they're trying to humiliate you.
Yeah. Also, gross. Like, I don't know why.
Actually, yeah, wait, what's the material of this beanbag? I mean, actually, there's no material that you want to sit in soaking wet, like soaked with sweat, and then somebody else comes and sits down in that beanbag.
Sweat
yeah.
Like 6 heats ago's butt sweat is what I'm slamming down on.
Yeah, they're like, it's some freaks like, look, I'm only sitting in that if like Keely Hodgkinson was on the bubble. They go, look, I don't really want to sit in the beanbag. And they go, I know, look, we just had the same argument with Keely Hodgkinson. And they go, never mind, all right, I'll sit in it. Oh, really? She sat, and she did sit? You go, yeah, she sat for a while. I go, I'll sit, yeah. I'll sit. But trying to get out of a beanbag.
Oh, no. No. Especially post-race.
With a camera on you and you're like flailing around? Hell no.
It's like trying to get out of like a pool floaty. Like there's no like sexy way to get out of a like float up.
100%. No, you just like have to like, you're like rolling off of it.
And it's like squeaking like.
Yeah. Paul Swangard's like, geez, he looked like that did not look good.
If he makes it to the next round, I'm not
Paul
sure.
Paul Swangard's
like,
I hope he has health insurance because he just tweaked something for sure getting out of the beanbag chair. They're like, why was his face pressed in the beanbag chair? And they're like, well, it's because Keely was in it before him. So he sat face first into it. And now his ACL's gone and he doesn't have health insurance. Like, he should have stood. Why would he ever get in the beanbag chair?
I'm dying.
Great question. Well, on that note, another fantastic episode of Off the Rails. I think that's a good place to leave it until next week. I'm Eric Jenkins, with my lovely co-host Aisha Praught-Leer. Stay tuned for our Off the Rails live announcements presented by Under Armour. We will keep you in the loop. We are excited to see you out there. Call in for voicemails if you've got them. These moments like this are brought to you by your voicemails. So let us know what you want us to talk about. And Aisha, do you have anything to add, or do you think that kind of wraps it up from here?
I think that does it for me. See you next
week. Well, see you next week. Love you.
Love
Bye.
You. Bye.